sure y'all put them do-rags on and you never take it off when your hairline and your haircut look like it need more help than a PETA commercial.
It took me a minute to say what I'm getting ready to say because I want to make sure I'm not saying it in judgment, and I want to make sure I'm saying it from a place of love. Y'all, some of y'all have given me the title of auntie, and I'm honored that y'all do that, right? But there are times where auntie got to talk to her babies and say some real shit. So yesterday, I was in the airport in Atlanta because I'm in Jackson, Mississippi now at Chuckles Comedy Club, right? And we got 3 shows tonight. We got a matinee at 5:30, then we got 7, then we got 10, right? And I'm excited. I always love going to the stage. So when we got to the airport yesterday, I was excited, like, all right, baby, let's go get them in Jackson, Mississippi. And as we began to walk through the airport, I saw, it took me so many, actually too many to count and too many for me to tap. But I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and their slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves?
Uh-oh.
When did we step away of, let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home? Let me make sure I'm representing the family I created so that if I'm out in the street, I look like I have pride in myself. And so many. I'm not saying no full face of makeup. I'm not saying no full front lace frontal. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is, could you please comb your hair? And if you don't want to comb your hair, they got enough shit out here now, baby, where you can style yourself up and look like you have pride. I'm not saying you don't have pride, but the representation that you're showing, someone would have to ask you to know that you had it.
Oh.
So my sweet babies, for the ones that do call me auntie, I love you for real. Even the ones that don't, I love y'all ass too. But the babies that say auntie to me, please listen to auntie. Always have pride in your representation of you. It's not to get a man. It is just your representation of you, my sweet babies. So I'm just giving y'all a warning. If I see you, I'm not saying in the streets, in the airport, in the Walmart, and you got a bonnet on and you got slippers on and you looking like, what the fuck? Aunt Nikki gonna tap you and say, hey, baby girl, show you what you worth. Show you what you deserve. So all of those posts that you see celebrities putting out there saying, hey, queen, hey, queen, hey, queen, well, can we start putting it into action? So I'm asking our wiser sisters, when we see our little babies out there looking like they just don't care, and I'm not saying y'all don't, it looks like it. Can we just tap them and say, baby girl, you deserve more than what you're showing. Represent you with pride, my babies. And that may be a part of us helping our community.
Yeah.
Because if you look like you don't give a damn, how you going to be treated?
Let me just pause it right here. There's one more clip I wanted to go over, but you know, a couple of quick things popped in my mind as she's talking like this. The number one thing is that Monique, over the past several decades, has presented a wide variety of who she is as a person. And I think to see her now, as she's getting a little bit older, and you start to see this, you start to see, especially because we talk about it on this channel all the time, is what we see is complete and utter out of control. I mean, and there's been art created years ago to talk about this out of control behavior. Shout out to Sister Shahrazad Ali. And then you start to see other elders in the community outside of her, such as Iyanla Vanzant and now Monique, come in and speak to the younger generation regarding the things that they see. This concept of image, as we talk about it here today, is, and I'll talk about it from my perspective as well, guys. It's a fairly decently new concept for even me, right? And this is someone that has a MBA, who studied branding and wanted to be a brand manager at a CPG company like a decade or so ago. I moved away from that. But anyway, trust and believe that it's a human defense mechanism to judge books by covers. Okay? We all do it, whether or not we like it or not. And we take all of these different concepts that we see about a person and we stamp them with a couple of seals of approval or disapproval, depending upon what they look like to us and how we associate their look to things that we've experienced in our past, right? So if you interject in there the idea that there's those that wear sleepy time wear, inside wear, nighttime wear, outside, in the public, it hits people's eyes in a negative way, because it demonstrates that you don't care about your image or how you represent yourself or even how you represent your community. In fact of the matter is, I know Monique just said it earlier that this is not for a relationship. You know, who even cares about getting a man that's in a situation? But even from, if we would have put that lens on, I know if I see hair bonnets and things like that in public places, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never give a young lady like that the time of day. It's almost the degree of a red flag of me seeing a young lady with red hair, right? Like, or like some fuchsia pink, da-da-da-da-da. Like, oh, okay, you're in the Matrix over there. You have fun with that Matrix shit over there. But even that, like, as a high value dude, why would I look at someone who's representing their image in that negative light or negative way? Unless it's like some type of emergency, I don't see why that can't be altered. And I think that's what Monique is coming from. But let's get back into the last clip and then we'll wrap up.
When I say, hey, queen, I can only say it to the sisters that it belongs to. Because a lot of us are still in queen training. So if you're in queen training, stop being fearful of taking your position. And queens don't walk around with bonnets and headscarves and slippers and pajamas. That's for the house. When you go outside, represent you, baby, like you are worthy and you deserve the title of Hey Queen. Nikki love y'all for real. And I ain't never gonna BS you. Stop wearing them damn bonnets and headscarves looking like don't nobody give a damn about you, nor do you give a damn about yourself. Because you beautiful. So represent it. I love y'all for real, my baby.
You know what I was thinking about the entire time that she's speaking is like, damn, like, this is probably the way that you get through to women, is to speak to them like the way that Monique is, right? Because like if this information came from me, it would be hit with pure and utter opposition. And some degree I take accountability for that because I'm a dude and I speak to dudes. You know what I'm saying? So I have a less light of a touch, and she's exuding femininity within this post. And I think that she probably thought through how to communicate this message. But I think the idea of kings and queens is a fact as she states it. There's hierarchies to this shit. And you are not born a king as a dude, and you're not born a queen as a woman. There's certain things that you have to do and execute on and produce within yourself to get those titles. But we have the panderers of pop culture that continue to push queen and king to young people that don't deserve that goddamn title. So also too, guys, I complain about pop culture driving negative imagery regarding the culture. And I do that without consideration of what I consider positive messages coming from those that have a degree of experience with life and can talk to us from an elder position. So I appreciate Monique going over this, because unless you hear it from somebody, you may never be introspective enough to look in and see what it is that you are portraying. And I can say that from my experience, as well. I want to show you guys a quick clip of me 2 years ago on my YouTube channel. So this is me live streaming back in 2019 when my channel was super new, and here I am. I have a silky on my head. I got a do-rag on my head, a doobie, whatever part of the country that you understand what's on my head. So to be honest, I wasn't even thinking about how I was representing myself because I'm in my crib. I'm in my domicile, and I'm just doing a live stream. But although I'm inside, I am projecting to people that are outside and are taking a look at me and how I dress and represent myself and painting a picture maybe on how they should be doing that. But little do they know, ring or do-rag outside is not something that I ever do because I don't want to be associated with the stereotypes and the image that comes along with that. I don't know if you guys have noticed either on the channel, but I've been kind of shying away from wearing hoodies on the channel as much, and I've been opting for more polo shirts and what have you. Again, it's brand representation and as well as image. If you guys are coming on here for a specific type of a message, well, I think that the words that are coming out of my mouth should at least match to a degree how I am projecting my image. And it comes from a clothing perspective as well as the words that are coming out of my mouth. But if I want to purport myself to be something or somebody, I can't project non-king-like behavior. Now, hold on. It don't mean I'm never going to wear a hoodie again because I love my hoodies. I love to be comfortable. And at the end of the day, I am in my domicile. However, I got to think more strategically about the brand and the image that I'm trying to represent. Last but not least, guys, I had heard that Monique got a lot of backlash for talking through these very uncomfortable truths. And I went and tried to find a video that was talking shit about not being able to wear a bonnet in public, and I found one. So I just want to hear what they have to say.
Make sure y'all put them do-rags on and you never take it off when your hairline and your haircut look like it need more help than a PETA commercial. Let's get real personal. Let's get real transparent here. I'm a bonnet wearer. Yes, I have worn a bonnet out in public. And for all of those that do wear bonnets and do wear satin scarves and potentially wear that shit out in public, I will speak for us and say kindly, shut the f up. Yeah, I said it. It really upsets me the most that people have an opinion because it's like, why? Why do you have an opinion? Why are you so concerned about what we're doing and what's going on with our head? Like, nobody's concerned about you, so why are you so concerned about us? For real, y'all just need to mind your business. I don't understand why men...
When I look at reactions like this, the only thing I could think about is like, you know, a pestilent child that is just so unhappy that you have an opinion that they eat ice cream every night, or is unhappy that you have an opinion that they stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, so oftentimes what you see is this real weird emotional response to uncomfortable truths, as I said earlier, right? To what can be done to enhance. But let's just keep going. Let's see what her thoughts are.
Men have so many opinions on Black women. I really don't know why.
I just did a video on Monique, so it's not just black men. Okay, this is the gender victimhood shit that we hear from time and time again. Like, oh, okay, and this is why I said it in the beginning of the video. The information like this to talk to Black women can't come from Black men because it's always hit with a us versus them mentality, and depending upon who the influencer, the speaker is, the content creator is, the words that they will use, the shaming, the insults, and all of that stuff, and to compartmentalize us of not needing to have an opinion about something that affects the culture, it just surprises me each time that I happen across it. But let's keep going.
Everyone knows that bonnets are made to protect your hair.
Okay.
So if I'm going on a
at
flight,
home.
So let's just talk about the flight, right? If I'm going on a flight, you better believe, and I wear hair scarves and I wear a bonnet on the motherfucking plane because I'm not gonna sit here against a certain type of fabric that is not good for my hair. I'm natural. I'm not going to be rubbing my head up against that fabric. I don't know what's going on with that fabric, if that shit is even clean, and keep rubbing my head up against it while I'm on this long behind flight. I'm going to protect my hair. Now, if something's up underneath it, like I got braids or a wig or something, I'm definitely going to wear a bonnet or a hair scarf because I don't want nothing messing up my style that I paid good money for. But people don't consider these things. Oh my God, it's not classy, da 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 da. I can't believe y'all gotta stop. Why? Who are we trying to impress? I just want to know. Here's the thing, though. I've never
Yeah.
seen a woman come into a formal setting with a bonnet before. Usually, they have a bonnet on because they have shit to do and they don't have time to be doing all that extra stuff. They're prioritizing the important things first, and the hair can wait, all right? If I want to go to Walmart real quick and I want to grab something, or I want to go to the grocery store, or I want to run to the beauty supply store, please do not think I'm about to sit in the mirror for an hour and some change, tugging and pulling at my hair and styling it and getting it all dressed up just to go do something for 5 minutes. Please.
Listen, I'm not a woman at the end of the day. I don't know, and I didn't grow up with sisters. I don't know all of what it takes to put your stuff together, but are you telling me that there's no other things that you can utilize to not put your hair on something? Or is it because you're midway in transitioning your hair that it's wet or something like that and you don't want it on the seat? I mean, to me, this all just sounds like excuse after excuse after excuse. One of the things that she said is that, you know, who cares? And I just went over exactly who are the people. Why does it matter? I think you not ultimately caring either represents completely being out of control and out of order, and you live in your own bubble and you don't think about how your general perception is perceived amongst other people. Because if the men in your own culture are saying, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole if I see her walking around like that, then think of what other people of other races are thinking of at the same damn time that you're wearing. And I always thought I didn't even know they were called a bonnet until recently. I thought they were just shower caps. That's what I thought, just giant shower caps. And every time that I see them, I'm just like, oh, okay, I understand. But here's the thing. I think you going out into public places with a bonnet on is a direct representation of your own value, how you value yourself, and how you want the world to perceive your value. Okay? So if you don't care, then shit, I'm not going to care. And I'll never take you seriously. Let's keep going.
Please. Now, I saw some women that was like, well, it's not presentable. You never know what opportunities are coming. First of all, if a bonnet is going to stop your blessing, then I don't want the blessing at all. Because if the blessing is going to be for me, it's going to be for me regardless. If it's not going to be for me at this time, it will spin the block. Trust and believe. If something is divinely and really ordained for you, then it's going to make its way to you.
No, it's not true. I can't watch anymore. Sorry. I'm sorry. I just can't watch this shit. You know what I think it is? That spirituality and religion is so infused within black culture that a lot of people just want to just believe shit just because it sounds good. Okay? Your anointing, no one owes you an anointing. Like no one owes you off of your image, your brand. No one owes you based off of the work that you do. No one owes you shit. This right here that you just saw is this entitlement culture mixed with a degree of this belief system or spirituality system. We got to get out of this shit. So for some reason, people just believe that if it's my time, it's my time. No, you can create your time. You can create your image. You can represent yourself and increase your likelihood or your chances of something favorable happening to you. So I can't go over any more of this video, and it's crazy because it's like a 13-minute video, and I only went over like a minute. But it is what it is at the end of the day. So I had to hear some dissension within it so I can understand what the opposite person is talking about. And even after I hear it, I just hear immature, entitled children barking. So take that for what it is. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Guys, feel free to hit me up. Got a Patreon as well where the inner circle is blossoming. It is growing. It is building. If you want to get closer to your boy or my inner circle with the purpose of enhancing your value in life through the myriad of resources available, you already know where to find me. Link down in the description box down below. I'll see you soon. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.